Hello Leo, welcome to your September of 2022 Taroscope with Animal Totem. My name is Vickieverlie and you can find me at vickieverlie.com. Please do not be fooled by imposters. This is a reading for Leo sun sign, rising sign, moon, or anybody with prominent Leo in their chart. The decks we're going to be using today is the Crow Tarot for the first Celtic Cross part of the reading. Then we're going to go over it with my Rock and Roll Tarot 3rd edition, the smaller version. Then we're going to pull a Animal Totem card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, my own creation. And then finally, if you are a Patreon level 2 subscriber, there will be some additional cards pulled from the Rider-Waite-Smith. Okay, without further ado, let's get on to the reading. You know, this is a big month because we're moving into this Ingress season, where the sun moves into a cardinal sign, triggers a season change. For everybody. It doesn't matter if you're in Northern Hemisphere or Southern Hemisphere. It's going to be, of course, into autumn in the Northern Hemisphere and then the spring in the Southern Hemisphere. But it's a collective thing that everybody feels, the shift of this energy, and that is occurring this month. For most people, it's going to be on the 22nd, but it's, you know, it could vary a little bit, I think. And I wanted to mention that I am offering those. I do a reading based just on that. So it's for this time frame to the end of the year, the upcoming season, based on the Libra Ingress. It's always really popular. People have been ordering already, but this will be your last chance to get in on that. It'll be available to the end of September, and then it will not be available anymore. So if you would like to get in on that reading, you can check it out through my website. The star wanted to come out. Or check the video link description. But let's get right into our reading. So you have Star, Queen of Cups, Temperance, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Hermit, Two of Swords, the Emperor, Seven of Cups, or Six of Cups. No, Seven of Cups. I was right the first time. And then King of Cups is the final outcome. I want to mention with these these court cards, the queens and the kings and everything, it's not always going to apply to the gender because there's so many people. So these are gender neutral readings. It'll apply to, you know, whoever in your life. It'll be different for everyone. Yeah, she does this. So I keep noticing the repeating graphics. So this is that same skyline. So she must be using the photos and just throwing a filter on it. Yeah, but both of these remind me of the place that I go to channel. It's by the beach and you can see the city skyline off in the distance. But anyways, let's take a look. The very first card out, which flew out of the deck, by the way, was the Star. And the Star is a beautiful card of spirits, angels, guides. You're being guided, you're being led. You're just coming out of, now we're in September, August was your power time when you had your solar return, you had your new moon, you had your birthday. Very powerful time to align with. And not only do you have the Star, but well, actually, we could count all three of these as highly spiritual cards. The Star, the Temperance, and then the Hermit. So these are working with your spirit guides and higher forces. This is being in communication and co-creating your reality. I might put that as your headline over here, co-creating your reality. I'm not quite set up. I took a lunch break here. Co-creating reality. Yeah. The Queen of Cups was crossing you, so that this can be viewed as an obstacle, and it may be tied into some kind of money crunch that you may have been feeling. The Cup energy is water energy, so that's somebody who may be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, rising sun, moon, or water sign time, or could be somebody happening around the water sign event, which this month of September we will have a full moon in the water sign of Pisces. And that's going to be occurring on the 10th of the month, I believe. Yes, the 10th. Also, Cup energy is emotional energy, too. So this could be some kind of emotional energy that you're dealing with, that somebody who's maybe playing, you know, pulling on your heartstrings comes through, or emotional things that are happening. Hermit is telling you to step back. Step back, and we are going to have Mercury retrograde for a lot of this month, but it's talking about step back and Get some space between the, don't be so much right in it. Let's step back and get a bigger perspective. There's decisions that are going to be made maybe by the Emperor, and the Emperor, again, not male or female, but the person in control or in charge, who has a decision to make. It could really be a dream come true for you. Could offer you this new beginning that you're seeking. This Ace of Rods, the new beginning that maybe you planned it around the time of, in fire, around the time of your solar return or birthday or your new moon back in August. So this is new beginnings that are going to bloom and flourish. And the King of Cups is coming in. So this shows growth. When you've got the Queen of Cups to the King of Cups, this shows change. This shows growth. This shows progress on an emotional level too. So it could be somebody on an emotional level where you've really grown and you've really expanded and you really are moving forward. Okay, let's go ahead and do a shuffle up, and we're going to find you in the spread. Now you would be the fire energy. So you're going to be represented by the adult fire sign cards, which could be the King of Rods, the Queen of Rods, or the Knight of Rods. That will be you, represent you, or your significant, also called the significator. This reminds me a lot of the holiday season with the snow and the star and everything. So there could be something that you're starting now that might not really come to full fruition until we get into like maybe the November, December time frames. There's that Seven of Cups in here twice. So start doing your creative visualization, creating your reality, co-creating with the universe, because you have the Temperance and Star here both. Here you are, you're showing us the Knight. You're going back to school. Look at all these aces. You had the ace in here somewhere too, up here, right? Ace of Rods. You've got Ace of Rods, Ace of Swords. Okay. So this is you. Let me try to come over and zoom in a tinge and get a better view of it. This is the card representing you. Now you're going back to school. That could be figurative, you know, maybe some of you are really going, maybe September school starts up again for most people, like August, you know, August, September. So you may really be going back to school. But I feel it was more like figurative, you know, more like, yeah, you gotta go back to school. You're starting over, so you've got to start rebuilding. There's things you're gonna have to learn on the way. You're coming into a new chapter, is what the guides are coming through with. You're entering this new chapter of your life, and there's gonna be things that you're gonna be learning along the way. We do have the Three of Cups here. There's gonna be some type of celebration, possibly in the time of Air or time of Libra, which is gonna be after the 22nd of this month. There could be some favorable contacts made, or maybe this is when this person shows up in your life and you have reason to celebrate. There's going to be reason to celebrate. I might put that as your reason to celebrate, because that's coming through very strong. Yeah, reason to celebrate. Put that as your headline. There may be some things you have to get untangled from with this. You know, this Devil here and this Tower up here too. There's going to be relationships, situations. In order to take this new opportunity, Ace of Rods twice, Ace of Swords. We got aces. But in order to make a new beginning, there's always something that has to be left behind. And it could be some abruptness. And I'm really showing like being untangled. So people that you're tangled up with, but maybe karmically, very, very likely it could be karmic entanglements, but friendship entanglements, co-worker, business entanglements. Entanglements have to be unraveled. You have, in order for you to break free, because you go from the Devil to the Fool. The Devil's in bondage, the Fool is completely free and open. So there has to be this, some disruption may occur, and it may be hard. It may be a hard road to go, you know, hard road to toe for a while, but it is worth it. And I feel like you're showing as a Knight, so yeah, that maybe means that you're moving more, you know, you're younger, apprentice, you know, all this kind of thing. But also it could just be like you feel reinvigorated. You feel like your old self again. You feel youthful and have a lot of energy, and you're excited about life instead of being here where life is a drudgery and some heavy burden that you have to carry. You're full of life, and you are your old Leo self. Because Leos are, you're so vibrant and alive, you know, that's one of the key characteristics of Leo energy, period, you know. Youthful. 5th house is youthful, children, you know, that's you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle up for Animal Totem. Once again, don't forget that I do have that Libra Ingress reading coming up. So if you want to get in on that, it'll be available only till the end of September. Check it out at my website, or you can find all the links in the description of this video too. Okay, Libra. I'm not Libra, Leo. So stuck on that Libra. Got so many, that was too many cards, like almost the whole deck came out. What is the Animal Totem for, Leo friends, for September? The ant. I'm hearing that. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching one by one. The last one stops to suck a thumb, and they all go backwards down to the earth, to the bum, 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 bum. But really, ant is a card of community. Ant is a card of working on a team, working as a team, collaboration. Let's see. Working tirelessly for the good of all. Connection with community and knowing our place in it. You can move mountains and make miracles happen. Yeah, because this kind of energy with this 10 of rods and this devil, that can seem like a mountain. That can seem like an insurmountable thing that's so heavy and hard to get past or hard to get through. But you've got this tower energy coming in. Tower's not always a bad thing. Sometimes the tower energy is absolutely needed. It's needed to clear away the debris in order to give birth to the new. Just like they're showing me, like the forest. When the forests burn, if you look back, you know, come back in a few years, you start seeing all that ash and everything. It goes down and enriches the soil, and then new growth comes out of it. So you're in a period of transition, Leo. It does seem that way. And it's not surprising either because of this big grand cross that's been going on with astrology. You know, so you're really right in the thick of that. Leos are absolutely being affected by this. But we are moving through, you know, the seasonal change. So that's going to be, that has the potential to propel you out of these old heavy bondage things and into this new bright energy. And there is reason to celebrate. Okay, Leos, thank you so much for tuning in. Coming up on my 10-year anniversary early next year. I was just looking at that, of doing the readings on YouTube. I was the first YouTube reader doing tarot anyway, and I want to take a minute to thank everybody who's been with me all along. I appreciate you so much. If you're new to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button, because that does let YouTube know that you do enjoy my content, and it is so appreciated. I appreciate everything you do, liking, sharing, subscribing, purchasing my wares that I have. I have books, decks, art, all kinds of cool stuff. If you check out my website, you might find something that you really like, or that makes like a cool gift as well. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, you are Love and Beauty Incarnate. Patreon people, you're going to be coming up next. We'll talk again next month. Till then, goodbye.